Hey, it's me, Nars. I'm alive. And I'm back doing this series. What took me so long? Well, I was originally going to do Heart of Ice next, which I'm just now realizing is in the wrong broadcast order, but all of my files got corrupted, so it took me a while to get back on the horse. But now that we're back in business, we can do the real third episode, which is Nothing to Fear. Our episode begins with a helicopter flying over Gotham Towers. There's a charity book signing going on to save the university, and Summer Gleason is there to get the scoop. She asks one of the attendees, Dr. Long, about the rash of robberies affecting the university. Before he can give a good answer, they run into our boy Bruce Wayne. Dr. Long isn't too pleased to see him, as he believes Bruce is disgracing his family name.
It's lucky your father didn't live to see what you've done to his good name. He'd have died of shame.
Harsh. Bruce sees the helicopter from the opening and goes to check it out. Did you catch the Tiny Toons reference? Looney Tunes exists in this universe. Good to know. Out of a hole in the roof enters the Master of Fear, the Scarecrow, with a menacing bag over his head. Yeah, this design needed a little workshopping before it was actually scary. Gotta start somewhere, I guess. The Scarecrow introduces us to his iconic fear gas and tells his goons to take what they can carry and burn the rest.
This isn't about money. It's about revenge.
Before the Batman can stop him, he's shot with a dose of fear toxin. Bruce leaves the scene with a bit of Scarecrow's costume. Scarecrow gives a bit of his backstory. He was a professor at the university who was disgraced due to his unethical experiments. He's a goofy-looking guy. Meanwhile, Bruce identifies the scrap of costume while hallucinating about his failure to catch the Scarecrow. Alfred comes in and, oh god, they still haven't gotten Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. in the cast? It's a real shame because this episode has one of my favorite Alfred and Bruce moments.
That's rubbish. I know your father will be proud of you, because I'm so proud of you.
At yet another charity ball, the Scarecrow makes an appearance and gasses the crowd. Batman confronts him, but is overcome by the fear-crazed attendees. The Scarecrow takes a blimp! Another blimp! For his escape, but Bats is hot on his tail. The blimp crashes into a building. Wow, collateral damage much? Batman is still affected by the fear toxin, but he overcomes it with one of his most iconic lines.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
This is a pretty surprising origin for me. I could have sworn it was from one of the later movies. The Scarecrow is defeated with a taste of his own toxin. And, wow, that's the episode. Pretty short summary, clocking in at under 2 minutes. I guess I have to find something else to talk about. Let's talk about Scarecrow. Let's talk a little about the Scarecrow's design. He went through 3 design changes between seasons 1, 2, and the new Batman Adventures. I'd say his second go-round is the most recognizable, with its straw hair and sunken-in eyes. The first one just kind of looks like a match, or the Eraserhead baby. Am I the only one getting that vibe? Anyway, I see why they changed it. The last design in TNBA is a fan favorite, but I think it goes a little too far. I mean, the noose around the neck? 9 a.m. on the kids' WB. It just doesn't feel like Dr. Jonathan Crane, who's kind of spindly and loserish. He has a different stature and looks almost supernatural with those long withered arms. It's not my favorite design, but I definitely see why people like it. As for the story itself, this was the first time the series dabbled in Batman's backstory, marking the first appearance of his late parents. I think the hallucination sequences are a little dry here. They're done much better in a later episode, Dreams in Darkness. We'll get there, eventually. Thomas Wayne is the only one with speaking lines, and he's voiced by the late great Richard Mull, the voice of Two-Face. I didn't even recognize him here, which really shows off his range. Fun fact, he also voices the Batcomputer. Overall, I'd say this episode is pretty good. I would call it average, but between the most iconic line in the series and the introduction of the Scarecrow and an awesome Alfred moment, I gotta give it at least a B. I know I'm giving out a lot of B's here, but I swear it's gonna change up a little bit with the next episode. That's all I have for this episode. I hope you're having a very scary January, and if you like this video, I'm sending you a commemorative Funko Pop by Pigeon. Thanks for watching. Bye.